It's inevitable that any sewage spills or litter from Khayelitsha will contaminate the water.
I'm no expert on sanitation or anything like that, and I battle to see why the municipality can't see it when I can easily see it on a couple of visits to a place like Siphumelele.
Things aren't much better at Mpopomeni. This is a typical example of exactly what's going on here at Mpopomeni. You've got the sewage pipe here, an overflowing manhole just over the little bush there, and straight line distance, Midmar Dam. I can't even describe what this smells like.
Currently in Mpopomeni is, I can't think of any nice word, but it's a disaster. We have a failing sanitation system, a failing waste disposal management system.
If the waste isn't being collected, often it lands up in the sewer system.
And it blocks the pipes. As a result, the stormwater drains overflow, polluting streams and the water table, then all flow into Midmar.
There are condoms, sanitary pads, dead animals and the like flowing through the water systems there. It really is a disgraceful situation.
Midmar was increased by about 82% in terms of its phosphate loading in the last 10 odd years.
Phosphates are a byproduct of human and animal feces. They can cause an explosion in algae growth. Carte Blanche has highlighted the dangers associated with algae blooms before. Hartbeespoort Dam in Gauteng has been poisoned with phosphate overloading.
We're going to land up with Midmar looking like Hartbeespoort, covered in water hyacinth and blue-green algae particularly.
Studies show that toxins in blue-green algae can cause liver disease, especially in children.
A special study was conducted by the Institute of Natural Resources, and those studies showed that from the Khayelitsha development, a 50% increase of phosphorus will emanate from that development alone.
Eric Svensson from the Umgeni municipality disputes the research.
The advice from our scientists has indicated that the majority of phosphate loading is actually from farmland.
He says only a small amount of Mpopomeni's waste lands up in the dam and that it's not necessary to calculate Khayelitsha's potential phosphate contribution. So are you refuting what the Department of Water Affairs is saying?
I'm not aware exactly of their study that they are referring to.
Manisha says the studies she's referring to were done last year. Studies backed up by Eric's own water management team, Umgeni Water. Their March 2011 water quality report on rivers and dams marks Midmar as having poor water quality status due to high algal counts as a result of phosphate concentrations arising from sewer problems in Mpopomeni.
Well, we would have to have a look at that study and how detailed that study was.
Residents say there are other places to put much needed housing.
The municipality are aware of 7 different sites that we considered more appropriate.
And it's not as if people are dying to move to Khayelitsha. Not only is the Khayelitsha development far away from town, but they say that there aren't any employment opportunities or transport facilities. What was wrong with the other proposed locations?
There were no services available, in other words, bulk services.
I.e.?
The water supply was inadequate. There was no waterborne sewage, or the waterborne sewage was inadequate.
One wonders when last councillors visited Mpopomeni or Siphumelele. Even the record of decision giving permission to go ahead recognizes the problem. According to the ROD, Khayelitsha can only be built if the Mpopomeni wastewater works is upgraded. The works were decommissioned 10 years ago.
That's a 25 to 30 million rand exercise.
No upgrade has started, yet building of the first 500 units is bulldozing ahead. And there's no way the Howick treatment works will cope with these additional houses.
Therefore, the department has recommended that the Howick wastewater treatment works be updated, as well as in Mpopomeni.
The sewage systems of the remaining 1,000 units will have to form part of the upgrade. But the municipality wants them to be built in the meantime, provided they remain unoccupied.
Obviously, there's nobody that can move in because there won't be any sanitation services provided.
And not everyone believes that the municipality will eventually upgrade the system.
Promises are not good enough. We want to see physical action. Our major concern is if what is happening in Mpopomeni happens in Khayelitsha, we will have a disaster in Midmar Dam.